Hey friends, today I'm closing out the March budget and doing my April budget. It's a little bit late, but whatever. The main thing is that it's getting done. So let's take a look at what happened in March. Okay, so first of all, notice over here on the side, I did accidentally delete a column when I was copying this over to do my April budget, but the green here is my income. I was expecting $3,568 in income, and I actually brought in $4,194.77. And that's a mix of my full-time job as a teacher, some side hustle income from reselling, nothing from YouTube this marking quarter. I got grades on my mind this month, and some side duties at work, some small little stipends. For my fixed expenses, I was budgeting $1,006, and that's what it was. That's my regular mortgage and bills and union due, car insurance, and life insurance. For debt, I was budgeting $2,549. That's for my private student loan, which takes up the biggest chunk, and then my federal student loan, my Perkins federal student loan, and credit card. I actually put $3,224 towards my debt. I really am knocking out that private student loan. I gave you guys an update the other day, so if you missed that, I have it linked down below. And I just can't believe how close I am coming to the end of that. So if you guys want like bi-weekly updates on the balance as I make payments, let me know. For savings here, you can see I did not put anything towards savings, but don't worry, that is going to start as soon as the private student loan is paid off. I also do have a pension automatically deducted from my paycheck that I've been investing in for about 9 years now with my teaching job. So it's not like I don't have anything for retirement. And I also have a 401k from a previous career that rolled over into an IRA. So for the month, I should have had $13 left over. Now it looks like I'm short $35, but I did have a buffer in there at the beginning of the month, so I think I do have the $13 in my checking account right now. That's about it that happened in March. As you guys know, I usually keep track of any cash spending, which when I went back today to update, I didn't have any. I have been updating my credit card spending here. I did go a little crazy. This $152.83 is Amazon stuff. So when I sit here now and think about it, it was some things from work, and then I bought something for my husband for Easter. It's like actually a mutual gift, not just for him, something I could use too. And I think that was it. Yeah. Anyway, down here on things that I share expenses with my husband, like if we go out to eat and he pays for that, groceries, gas for my car. I just didn't do a very good job keeping track of that. I was gone away like 3 weekends in a row back at the end of February, beginning of March. I had a rough weekend at the beginning of March, so it kind of derailed me, and it took about maybe like 2.5 weeks just to like decompress from it. So yeah, my finances definitely wouldn't say they suffered because of that. I just didn't track everything closely. I don't think our spending was any different than it normally would have been, but don't worry, we're gonna start tracking for April. And then here's my goals for the month of March. I did not start my coursework yet, although I need to. That's got to be for April because the tuition went up a little bit more. So I'm going to pay for all 12 credits now, and you have 1 year from the time you start pay for the course to finish it. I want to finish by July, so I don't want to have to pay a higher price for it. So that I just have to wait for HR to come back with the okay, but since we're on spring break with Easter holiday, I'll probably get that okayed probably in the next week. March, I had a game day with friends. That was a lot of fun. Spring break and Easter, so all that was going on. Good times there. Finishing my March Declutter challenge. Let's take a look at where I'm at with the Declutter challenge. So the light pink, that's everything I did in 2023. This darker purple color is from December of 2023. You can see I finished December and I filled in a bunch of the other months. Then in January, I was just filled in April and September. I'm looking for it on the screen here. I filled in April and September because they were like the months with the fewest amount of items I needed to declutter. February, I started to declutter in February, but I didn't get very far, as you can see. And then in March is in this blue color, so I finished out filling in the April section with my March donations. So since April is filled in, what I said I was going to do is backfill other months, and that's what I'm going to do. Do I have anything? Let me see here. I updated this like 2 days ago. I don't think I have anything else to add. No, I don't have anything else to add at the moment, but let's see if we can maybe get like half of March done or half of February done this month of April. The next thing on my goal list was to create content to post on days I will be away. That did not happen. I did not realize what an undertaking that is to not just keep up with my content, but to be able to get ahead with my content. I think that's something that's going to have to wait until this summer. Bulk process reselling, that I have been doing, so that's been good. Planning my garden. This one, we've been trying to plan the garden. I have seeds started. The thing I'm running into here is I was going to do the front yard, but my husband wants to redo the water line, the sidewalk, and the retaining wall out front, so I can't do the front garden. So I was going to work on the back garden, but we have to repair our fence. We moved in 10 years ago. It was great. But we had a post rot out along the back of our yard, and my husband saw that they did not foot it correctly. They didn't put any of the gravel down. They didn't put any of the concrete in it to hold the post in place. It was just with the dirt, and so it rotted. So I'm looking out of my backyard right now. We have to do the longer sides, and my garden is along the one side, so I don't really want to start planning and doing stuff there until the fence is fixed, which leaves me to a spot next to our carport. Oh, look, a cardinal. Oh, 2 cardinals. I have a flowering, well, it's my neighbor's tree out here, is the dogwood, and it's flowering, and oh, the birds are enjoying the nectar. Anyway, next to our carport out here, we have a spot. I don't even know how big it is. It might be like 6 feet wide or 8 feet wide by about, I don't know, I'm guessing 20 feet-ish, 15 feet maybe. Right now we have some pallets from when our air conditioners were delivered. They're stored back there. I just don't like the look of that. We have pots on top of it. So I just want to zhuzh it up, make it nicer. But it has been raining, and then it was chilly, and now it's going to rain for the next week. So I don't know that I want to say I didn't plan for the garden, but I have to go with the other projects that we're working on and with the weather. So that's the long answer to say I give myself a B on this one. Reselling built to 300 listings. I don't think I did that. Let me see where I'm at here. No, I'm at, I don't know if you can see, 194 listings. It's probably coming in backwards. So no, that did not happen. At one point I was at 200, but then I sell and then I list a couple, and it seems to be I'm just balancing out that act. But because I have been bulk processing, I do have enough to build out my listings for the month of April. We'll see how that goes, and you'll find out more about why it's a little uncertain later. Staying consistent with YouTube. I really haven't been posting on my days Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. It's been more or less when I can get something posted. So I think it's always going to be something that I'm working on, how to balance my posting schedule with real life. All right, so that is March. Let's take a look at what's going to be going on in April. All right, so here is April. You can see my income, $1,784 for April 5th and April 19th. It's a 2 paycheck month. All right, then of course we have down here, We have some fixed expenses here in the orange. Mortgage and bills is $400 per paycheck. $112 for union dues, so $56 per paycheck. Life insurance $14. Car insurance is $80. Same as always. Down here in the debt section, I'm going to start at the bottom of my list. So I have 2 credit cards, $25 each. Okay. You can see one is at 0%, one is at 8%. Then I have my Perkins student loan. That is a federal student loan. It's $43 due the first of the month. So I usually pay it at the end of the month for next month. Then my federal student loans is $76 per month. It's like 75 and change, so I just round up. And then my private student loan, which you know my balance is under $5,000 now. So that's linked down below. I will be almost cutting that bill in half this month. $2,375 is what I am budgeting currently. Now, this may fluctuate. I do have to pay my taxes this month. I know that I have to pay something, and there might be other stuff that comes up. So right now, anything that comes up is going to mean less going towards the private student loan, which I simply don't want. So that's going to be really motivating to keep my spending to a minimum this month. As you know, because I put everything towards that private student loan, I haven't really budgeted for these other categories, although I do keep track of them because I like to see where I'm spending my money, and then I can go back and start looking at sinking funds. I have some thoughts on the sinking fund situation and credit cards and all of that, which I'm going to share with you guys in a later video. I want to just organize my thoughts before I start speaking about it. And it's all based on something that has happened recently to me, and actually multiple times recently to me. And so yeah, we will talk about that at another time. So hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. You don't want to miss that conversation. Okay, down in this section, this is things that are household purchases or my husband pays for, like groceries, gas, dining out, that kind of stuff. So for groceries, I budgeted $450 per usual. Gas is $100 and then $150 for going out. We actually haven't been going out that much this last month of March. I think we got Chinese food twice. We went out for breakfast twice. I think that's it. And if I think about it, Chinese food probably in total was $80. Going out for breakfast was probably $40, so we definitely were under that $150 budget. All right, here's some goals for the month of April. First of all, I gotta do my taxes. Usually I do my taxes as soon as my W-2s come in, but since I had to pay, so if you recall, I got 12 credits. I got a raise for that. Plus, we're in a contract where we get a raise every year. So that raise did cause my taxes to adjust. I have to pay for that and my debt relief. So taxes, actually, if you're interested in knowing some more details about the amount I have to pay and why, hit that like button and that will tell me to do the video. Reselling, definitely want to stay focused on that. That's going to bring in some side hustle income to help pay off the rest of this private student loan debt and everything else. So definitely want to keep my eye on that. My older brother's birthday is this month, so I have a present for him I got to get shipped out. Going to a street fair later in the month, possibly a girls' weekend in DC. I'm not really sure I'm going to make that weekend, but let me put it on here just in case. We're going to talk about this IRA that's going to start. It's a huge line item, so we'll come back to that. Then we have a new job starting, so I'll give you guys some more details on that later. I'm going to see the eclipse in totality, so more on that after it happens. And then signing up for those classes for column movement. I'm waiting for that approval before I can actually purchase and start the class. So all in all, at the end of the month, I should have $18 left over, but the goal is to bring in some side hustle income. I anticipate I'll have a YouTube check this month, so if you want to know how much that is when I get it, hit the like button. And what else is going on? I think that's it. This is a pretty long video for me, so alright guys, I am planning to come back this week with my Transfer Tuesday. I'm going to go into a little more detail about that IRA, talk about my new job, and then Friday we have a paycheck. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.